probably the most obvious place to start in this particular series is why focus on skills rather than law? Often you've come through law school and you get out there and you think, I've learned so much law, but there is so much more that I don't already know. And the approach of most young lawyers is to then believe that what they need to do is learn more law so that they can have this sort of encyclopedic knowledge of all the law that is relevant to their area. Now, before we go any further, I want to say I am not against learning law, but I don't think that most young lawyers need to focus on learning more law in the early stages of their career. Why do I say that? I say that for a few reasons. The first is you are going to be exposed to learning more law pretty much automatically as part of your work. As you work and as you work on matters and as you serve clients and as you do research for your employers or for yourself, you are going to naturally expand your knowledge of the law. That is simply going to happen because you must learn the law in order to deliver the necessary product to your client. So you are going to learn law. Whether you try hard to learn more law or whether you don't, you are automatically going to learn more law. But that is not necessarily the same for your legal skills. You won't automatically become a better writer simply by writing lots of stuff. You might start to get better and you might start to refine how you communicate. You might get better at marketing, but you might not. These are the things that fall into the important but not urgent category because there are plenty of lawyers out there who deliver legal services on a day-by-day basis who have not focused on building these skills. And as a result, when the time comes, for example, that they need to actually start bringing in business, they don't have those marketing and networking skills. Or perhaps their methods of communication simply aren't very good, and as a result, they're not serving their clients in the best way that they could. These legal skills require a conscious effort on your part, and what you need to consider as part of your professional development and your ongoing commitment to serving your clients well is how you are going to go about developing the skills that help you function better as a lawyer so that you can serve your clients better. That is the fundamental premise behind this. Law will happen, but skills might not. There are a lot of very knowledgeable but not very skillful lawyers out there, and often those are the ones who are struggling in their careers because they haven't gone to the trouble of identifying what the skills they need to work on are, or perhaps nobody has ever been honest with them about the skills that they need to develop, and as a result they live in a bit of a bubble where they think that they're doing things as well as they can, but in truth they've never explored the opportunities for growth that exist all around them. So the main purpose of this course is to actually feed you the skills that you can be focusing on right now. It doesn't matter whether you are a very junior lawyer or even a law student. These are the areas that you can be working on immediately. These are the things you can be focused upon. And as we work through it, you're going to see that what I'm going to promote is a dedicated and constant commitment to that improvement so that you're not just hoping it's going to happen automatically, because it probably won't. It could or it could not, but I'm not sure many of us want to pin our career aspirations on something that might or might not happen when the alternative is so easy, which is to dedicate yourself to learning these legal skills and to excelling them at them and mastering them as you go on in your career. You will not learn all of these overnight. You will not become a master communicator overnight. You will not be able to draft as well as a 20-year solicitor overnight. But if you are dedicated to constant improvement, you will be able to propel yourself ahead of those people who might have decided that they've learned enough. So, legal skills should be the area of focus for the vast majority of young lawyers. It's generally what has been absent from law school, and therefore it's something that you need to pick up the gauntlet about yourself, and you need to take the responsibility for propelling yourself in those areas of legal skills that we're going to be talking about in this course. That's why legal skills. If you were wondering why I'm not going to talk about contracts or constitutional law or personal injuries proceedings or any of that, that's the reason. It's because that's going to happen. But the legal skills is where you need to put your attention for now.